Let's get the volume up. How are you? Sorry it's so late. I was talking to my family. Always good to talk to family. Always. Everybody's healthy. Everybody's good. Uh, that's what you always want. Especially with us. We struggle. We get so much shit thrown at us. But let's get into the statement for today. If cash rules everything in our community, there is no way to exercise or express any mental, emotional, or physical standards. Look, uh, let me read that again because that might have been too loud. If cash rules everything around or everything in our community, there is no way to exercise or express mental, emotional, or physical standards. Once you say that cash is the standard, that's it. And one of the things I always like to say is the Wu Tang song Cream is one of the most important songs, not just hip hop songs, one of the most important pieces of work, art, definitely in black culture because it was, it marked the time that we replaced any kind of code of conduct officially, publicly, with cash. Meaning that's it. You got money, that's it. It's like Mark said, you can be fat and ugly, but if you got money, you're pretty. You're handsome. You can be stupid and dumb. You got money, you're smart. Right? Not really, but when cash is king, that's it. You can't be mentally sound when cash is your standard. You just can't. Because the mind is so sophisticated and there's so many things that go with it. We're community beings, we're social beings. So the mind is connected with other minds. You have to take that into account. That's what it would be. That's what being sane would be like. Knowing that you have a mind, you're connected with other minds, and that you're trying to expand your mind, to expand your being, to be evolved. Cash doesn't say anything, but the cash doesn't say anything. Get cash. Use cash in whatever way you have. Amass as much cash as you can. So somebody comes and says, hey, listen, man, I need you to go ahead and do this, this, and that. I'll give you $1,000,000. Boom. Then you take your $1,000,000, you're gonna hood. Look, I got $1,000,000. I'm the man. And then you abuse those people. And then you go back and the person says, I like the way you abuse those people. Here's $2,000,000. Somebody's funding it. The people who have real money, usually in our community, are funding the destruction. We've known that since I was a teenager, and I'm 53. So you can't be mentally sound. That's how you get your R. Kellys, your Diddy's, and whoever else there is, because they think, well, I got money. At least R. Kelly had talent. I never understood. I always thought Diddy was a dirtbag in a plant. Well, of course, he. What else could he be? Why else would wealthy people keep giving him money, other than just to be an influence and a poor influence? Floss, get your paper, get your clothes, get your hoes. That's what he pushed, and it worked. And whoever spent money on him is well worth the money. Even if he became a billionaire, they made trillions off of our pathology. So it was well worth it. You can't emotionally be have a standard when you cash is king, because why? I don't have to grow up, I just have to have cash. Suppose I'm born into cash. My parents have, whether that's something, and you have some black families like this who the parents have something, they leave it to their children. They have a little more. I could be emotionally, I could be an asshole because I got way more than the rest of the community is shoot. large chunks of it is sleeping on a bench. So already I got cash, assets. Um, so when cash is the thing, I don't have to be emotionally sound anyway. I could just say I got cash, or I don't have cash, and I could just turn off. Well, I ain't got cash, so I ain't worth nothing. So, and there can be no physical standards. There can be no physical standards, both for human beings or either structures. So let's just say let's deal with buildings. I live in a building. This is a perfect example. This building has 258 violations on it. Why are we still in here? Because there's cash flowing around. It's cash. So when you hear in New York City that a building fell apart, a chunk fell off the roof, the front wall fell off, this building collapsed, it's because cash. Somebody paid somebody off, or the city says, well, we're not gonna, this building is taking a certain amount of um, affordable housing vouchers, so we're not going to bother them, as if just because you don't write the ticket, the beams are gonna all of a sudden say, well, nobody wrote a ticket for us, so we're gonna hold up, even though we're old and wet and rotted. It's insanity. It's insanity. But it's also America. That's why I say I walk around this place like I'm in an insane asylum, and everybody's a patient. Everybody's a patient until I get to know you. I don't know who's staff, who's patients. And if you've been in some of those places on the psych ward or seen people from the psych ward, sometimes it don't matter. You can't just go by patient and staff. You have to actually listen to the person and say, okay, they're okay. Because staff could be just as insane as patients. But that's what we are. We're in a big psych ward. The United States is a psych ward. I was going to start a journal called United States Asylum. But and do a write up every day about how the insanity that I see. But I got too many other things going on. I got to work on my music. So when cash is the rule, there can be no other standards. If we want to fix the community, it's not going to be by creative businesses that can deal with cash again. It's going to be by putting cash in its proper place. There's a code of conduct. There's certain natural rights, inalienable rights, and we have to secure those rights for ourselves, or at least demand them of each other and outsiders. And then once we do that, doing business with each other will be easy. Until we do that, even if they gave us $1 million a piece to do business, we're so messed up, it wouldn't work out. We'd lose our mind because we don't have any standards in any other way. This video went way too long. This is why I like to write my videos out. But until next time, take care, be safe, and try to stay sane.